Straight in after the button check.
Okay, that's fine. They're
mixing it.
If so long as they agree to it.
They're renegades.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're fighting.
The unusual rules. Not supposed to do it usually. We're fine.
We keep it casual.
Yeah, we keep it casual now.
We're all good people.
Yeah. I still feel like I should tell people like what rules are for tournaments, basic education.
Please.
But you know, yeah.
That's what you're here for, man.
Yeah.
You gotta break all that down.
So right now, Tenren does not like this matchup. I think ever since he got dusted by Large Bertha Doug Nguyen at SCR last year, badly, pretty much in the same format. Like, same character, same matchup, it was just ugly. But I don't know if Q plays an Helena that's aggressive in the same way that Doug's Helena is pretty aggressive. So, he's gotta, well, you know, he's finding something. Oh, I need to not finish that. But I mean, if Tenren can keep the aggression, I think he'll do well and find a way in to be more aggressive. He'll actually have a better chance because Alpha is not a matchup that... Alpha's a pretty good matchup though, actually. You know, like it's pretty... I gotta say I like it. Like where I find that matchup personally, because I play Alpha first. I know you do. But you know, she can stay aggressive and make it consistent. She doesn't have to worry about frame traps and her negatives aren't she can crush her way through Alpha. But right now, you wouldn't even know that as Tenren is getting that throw, but not high counter, so it's not going to kill. And just kind of doing a better job spacing, playing a little more aggressive when he gets the opportunities. You know, he's just kind of out moving her a bit.
Gotcha. You know, I'm amazed because you know when I was fighting Tenren with his Alpha, you guys were very on top of like, hey, you got to get in her face, And you know, these other matches, I haven't seen people even doing that as aggressively.
No.
And I want to see it. You know, I want to see
because people don't know. If you're not familiar with how to playing Alpha is almost like playing a slightly different version of DOA. You don't quite play it the same way you play other ones, which doesn't mean that's a harder matchup. It just means that you don't respect certain moments and you respect other ones instead. Oh my god!
Oh, the falling! Yeah!
That
was incredible.
Wow, wake up to box it was my favorite moment from the I've never seen that.
Get down to the ground.
That was beautiful. Alright, Tenren trying to maintain some momentum after getting...
Well, now we got the slant, so let's see what happens. Oh, they straight knocked off. Okay.
Tenren gets the...
Wow! See, I don't get why everybody doesn't just mash throw. Guaranteed. Like, if you get hit with a punch, it's one thing, but the throws are always so much worse.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend to choose that same option too. You know, in some situations they can argue not do it, and occasionally I just have a brain fart and do something stupid. But for the most part, yeah, you're right.
That throw is just ridiculous. I mean, I'd much rather sacrifice, let him come in with the punch or whatever.
All right, let's see if you can make it come back here.
So what's your read on this Helena, being a Helena player yourself right now?
I mean, Q is a new player, you know, for sure. He's got some pretty good fundamental ideas. I don't think he's a bad player at all. I think he just has a lot of practice to do in terms of her mix-up and trying to beat that. Especially, I think he doesn't quite have the speed of her down. He's moving a little too slow. You know,
gotcha.
Like
he got a good round there.
Yeah, he did get a good round there. He just needs to learn how to stay in their face and know how to use pressure tools to make them afraid of... That was beautiful. That was
gorgeous.
Yeah, that was actually like that was an Alpha. You can kind of make up your own combos as you go, and you don't know what you're doing. That was actually not a bad run at it. So impressed.
Now he's keeping that pressure. This is exactly what we were talking about before.
That's what we're looking at, right? He needs to stay in and hit buttons, like just stay in, keep attacking. Because once she falls over, like you don't be afraid of like there's one to make a PCS in theory, right?
Yeah.
And like it's when her head's facing down, I think. Yeah, I could be wrong with this.
It's face down and away?
Yeah, face down and away. And like when she does that wake up kick, she's so unsafe, and you can read it anyway. Slow, like her wake up. There's nothing to be afraid of. Like you can just kind of keep running up like that and just keep going in. And with Helena, you can automatically she gets up. I can start a low attack right away. Like I can start sweeping and like, instantly go in and have her in the sun game if she doesn't block it right and correctly instantly. You know. It's bad for Alpha. She just keeps going in and in and in. And
so this technically should be a really bad matchup for Alpha.
It's not a pretty one at least. I mean, Alpha doesn't have I don't think Alpha's an atrocious matchup, but it's one that I think Helena actually likes more than almost any other character. Like, I think it's one of Alpha's least favorite, just about, in terms of that, or... I can't remember what Blade said. Blades told me what he thought his worst matchups were with the character, and I know that Helena was one of them, I forgot the other one.
Now, he's also a Helena player, though, too.
Yeah, he does.
He would know that
he knows
matchup
both
really
sides
well.
Yes,
yeah.
he knows all sides of that question.
So that, I mean, coming from him, if he thinks that's not...
Yeah, he thinks it's a bad matchup.
That's legit.
Yeah. So he actually retakes that pretty much, adjust. You know, again, talking about a newer player, but a smarter player.
Yeah.
Listens, because I mean we're talking and they can hear us. Adjusts accordingly and takes a match. He might actually move on based on the ability to adapt, which is a good sign in a tournament player. The ability to kind of rethink your strategy and go forward is very necessary. And even more impressive when you're doing it on the same character.
Yeah.
Honestly.
That was a really big deal. I mean, that was a complete shift in the game plan, and just
it looked terrible. It looked like Tenren just had it, and now I don't think. See, like that. That's what the kind of wanted to.
There you
right?
go.
Just start attacking right away. Like she gets up, you go. Like Tenren has to hold like that out, right? You know, that's how Tenren has to get out.
On the edge.
Which is not what you want to be doing with the character. You don't want to be having to hold, and she doesn't even get to hold. So it's like, you know. We'll see what Tenren is a more experienced player though. And he is a more neutral.
See, he just took it back again. Yeah. You notice about halfway through that match, he started playing tentative. See, now he's playing far. You gotta get in your ass.
Yeah. Tenren knows what he's doing. He's savvy. He knows how to read opponents too. Yeah. And quick to learn as well. Smart guy.
What are you guys talking about in there?
I gotta say that this tournament is a unique challenge because more than most tournaments I've seen, the players are very active in talking to the participants, which is very. I see players like going like, what are we doing? Like it's hard.
They're definitely tough with that. So Apprentice is over here looking at Alpha talking about, well, if she's jelly, who's the peanut butter?
Yeah, I know.
Which oddly enough is just making me hungry.
I thought it was some joke I didn't, you know.
You guys aren't fond of jelly?
No, fine.
Well, you know, the way she jiggles is like jelly.
Oh, God.
the way her body is.
Oh, see, that was a good idea from Q.
Ooh, there he goes. Yeah.
Just need to actually a little closer.
Stay in. There you go.
The Tenren, who I think does know better, has not once tried to use the special like effect.
Yeah. It's kind of surprising. We got some guys with a little self-depreciating humor over here.
They're totally talking trash about themselves.
It's our defense mechanism when we're losing.
No, I didn't fit my so.
I do when I'm not even in the game. It's all good.
I do it all. Well, anyway, we're just gonna keep going on this tangent.
Yeah, let it go. Let's
hear Tenren. Oh, it's gonna win. I think based on that.
Ooh. That was close. I really want to see Q pull one of those out.